Today, as the title says, we're just gonna be chatting and foiling. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas piece that I've been working on. I got the little Jack Skellington painted today. He's looking very fresh. So we're not gonna be foiling the moon, but we'll be foiling everything else. And then I also want to foil, or start foiling at least, the moth. Because the moth has a lot of pieces, less than 80, but that's still a lot of pieces. So I want to start foiling the moth today that you cannot see, but it's over yonder. And then, I don't know, we'll just try to foil a bunch of stuff. Just foil. Just get into it. Hi, Alicia. Yeah, it was like noon, and Brian was like, let's go to the store. And I was like, okay, because I didn't have much food. Yeah, of course. I'm sorry that I was late. I know I've been trying to start, like, have some semblance of a schedule, and like start around noon, but thank you so much. Here, let me get little Jack out of here so you can see better. So he doesn't have a face, which it wasn't in the original drawing. So it's kind of just supposed to be like, I don't know, not as obvious. Not as much detail as like the skull and the moth. But yeah, he's real fun. I like how this came out. But yeah, so we're still waiting for the paint to dry. It's all dried, but I like to wait 24 hours like it says on the bottle. So we're just gonna foil everything else. And then I'll bake that tonight probably, or tomorrow morning, and then I'll foil it in the morning. Well, thank you. Thank you for understanding. But how is everyone doing today? It's Thursday, so we're almost to the weekend. Hooray. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. As usual, I'm just gonna go around with a wet cloth and get all the glass dust off of these pieces. That way we can foil them. Oh, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Yeah, I used to despise painting, actually. I really didn't enjoy it. And then I got those liner brushes, and now I love it. The liner brushes really make all of the difference. All of it. There we go. There's gonna be some like small camera adjustments that I'm gonna make while I'm streaming, just because I'm still not used to the new boom arm. Hey Dan, thank you so much. How you doing today? Yeah, this morning. Yes, I do. No, you're fine. It came in the mail yesterday while I was on stream. I think you had left, Alicia. But it came in the mail yesterday, so on stream I set it up and I was like freaking out about it because I'm just so gosh darn excited. I still would like it to be, I didn't even think about it yesterday when I was setting it up. I would still like it to be like not reversed. So the picture right now is reversed and it like kind of, I don't like how it looks. I don't know. So I'll try to mess with it maybe and see if I can reverse it. Like have it, I don't want to have it attached to the table right next to me though, because then that's gonna like be right here. So I don't know, we'll figure something out. We'll figure it out. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate that. I almost said Coraline. Yes, I do. Hi, Husky. How you doing? Yeah, this the boom arm came yesterday while I was streaming, and I couldn't wait, so I just set it up on stream because I was so tired of having the stupid tripod like in my space. I have so much room now. Like, the tripod used to be right here, right? And now my foil is there instead. So much room. So much room. But I'm glad you all like it. I think it looks so nice. I think it's so good. But yeah, so, yes, thank you. I swear, I've said thank you like at least 20 times now for Risk's donation. Cause it has definitely improved the stream. So I'm just waiting on the other camera to get here. I kind of want to get another camera. So technically, so I have 2 cameras now. One of them is Brian's, and Brian wants to start streaming again. And he streams like fitness stuff. So he wants one of his cameras back, which means I'll need another one. Please, no more donations. Like, please don't do that. That is like for me to figure out. And I think for the storm camera specifically, because I want to get it to like have like Florida storms or whatever. Looking at your, yes. So if someone buys something, it does ship to me. Stop buying me stuff. I like set that up on like just a random whim. It should, at least. I've never had anyone order anything from there, so. Someone told me to set it up and I was like, okay. All right, I think everything is clean. But yeah, anyway, so there's still some things that I gotta figure out for that. Like, so I only have 3 USB ports on my laptop, and one of them is for my mic, and then 2 are for the camera. So I think that there's like a USB splitter that you can get, so I can have like a storm camera to show up right above me. So when it inevitably starts storming, y'all can see it and relax with me while it's like lightning right outside the window. All right, I'm gonna be leaving the edges unfoiled because I'm going to use my thick lead came. So we're gonna leave that. Let's just get into it. I think I should be able to use this. Hi, Risk. Good morning. How are you doing? Oh no. The weather also is pretty nice. It's very hot and like overcast, but it should start raining soon. There's our hero, Risk. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much. I haven't even looked them up, but I'm sure that it's fine. Like I'll end up getting one. It's fine. Why are these still so dusty? Goodness gracious. I think this is just a little too thick. We'll try it. We will try it. Yeah. Good morning. How are you doing today, Sierra? Welcome. Ugh. Let's see, where is my thick piece of lead came? So this is a table foiler. Hi, Rainbow, how are you doing? Welcome. So this is a table foiler. There's different wheels for the different sizes. So the main wheel I have on here, I've never changed it, is 730 seconds. I don't use the other sizes of foil enough to switch it out, so this is the 730 seconds, and it applies the foil and also crimps it, but you still have to burnish it, but it helps save time. So if you're gonna be like mass producing things, or you just wanna like improve your efficiency a little bit. Thank you, Rainbow. Thank you, thank you. All right. Thick came it is. All right. So that one goes there. Onward. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I paid, I want to say $65 for it. I couldn't find it online whenever I actually did want it, so I bought it from my local glass shop. So it was potentially a little bit more expensive than normal, but I've gotten my money's worth out of it times 100. I like to use these for my honeycombs and for like my smaller things that I make, so I love it. So I use, thank you, Sierra, I use Pebeo or Pebeo, I don't know how it's pronounced, Vitria 160, and then I have little liner brushes that I got off of Amazon. I think it was like $8 for a 5-pack of different sizes, but yeah, that's what I used. I like to outline with a really thin Sharpie. Ooh, heck yes, that is a wonderful sale. But yeah, I outline it with Sharpie, so I don't know if you can see, like there's some, like a faint line outside of his body. That was like, I made him too big, so I made him a little smaller, but that Sharpie will come right off. But I outline with Sharpie, and then I just go over it with the paint. So I think he looks pretty cute. Just bought those paints. Amazon says tomorrow. Nice. Did you get the, did you get like the variety pack, Dan? Like the, what is the word? There's just like a bunch of different colors. I don't know. Did you get that one though? I think they're really, really fun to play with. I got yellow and blue recently, although I haven't played with the blue yet. Yeah, nice, nice. I buy all of mine individually just because I've purchased all of them from Blick Art Supply, and I like just picking the colors, but I've never ordered them online before, so I'm kind of at the mercy of what they have in stock at my local store. So, but they have enough. I swear, every single time I've gone to go get more paint though, they move them. So every time, this is 3 times now. The recent time was the 3rd time I'd been. Every time I have a heart attack, and this time they had moved it like across the store. And so I was just like, I need these paints. I needed yellow so I could make cream for the goats that I did recently. The one had like cream tan spots on her face. And for that, I mixed red, yellow, white, and a little bit of blue and black. Like I just had to mix a bunch to get the right color. But I was panicking because I was like, this needs to be done by today. So, but luckily I got it. I went and got the paints and everything was fine and dandy. Yeah, I don't know where all they have stores, but like I'm in Tampa. I'm in the Tampa area. Everyone knows that by now. So, there's one here. I know they have them in like a lot of big cities. Yeah, I've seen a lot, like on the store list, I saw that there was a lot in LA. But yeah, I really like their store. They have a lot of really cool stuff. I don't like their website domain, but can't complain too much, I suppose. He can't help that that's just his name. I think I'm gonna hand foil the rest of these. I'm like kind of irritated with how this is looking. Sometimes the table foiler is annoying. Yeah, there's that. They have some good sales though. I haven't purchased anything. I got some watercolor stuff a while back, and that was pretty expensive. But I didn't know that watercolor paintbrushes. There was one. It was this tiny little fine liner brush. It was $50, and I was just like, what? What do you mean? But I guess that's a thing for like fine art supplies, is you're just gonna pay more, which makes sense. I get it. I get it. Oil paints too. I didn't know oil paints were so expensive. There was a lady that was checking out when I got my paints, and she had like the amount of stuff that she had put on the counter was covered by her body, like from the angle. She was very skinny. She was very thin, and the lady was like 153, blah blah blah, and I was just like, what? And then I saw she had a bunch of oil paints, and I was just like, wow, that's expensive. That is real expensive. I feel like this is off center a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I there's like boar's hair one and stuff. I understand the pricing. I get it, but I'm also just like, for someone who is like, I want to try watercolors as a hobby, I was like, Lord help me, what is the least expensive thing I can buy? And I'm glad I did, because I did watercolor for like 30 minutes and then I just never revisited it. Terrible. I would like to play with it again though. And I think I will be sometime in the next few months. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. There we go. But yeah, painting on glass is super fun. Do you know, so Dan, do you know what you want to paint first? Or like, do you have an idea of something that you want to paint? I want to try all these different types of art, and then I just like don't. Princeton Velvet Touch brushes are really good, and they aren't nearly as high as the others. Still expensive, but not as bad. Nice. They sound fancy. Velvet Touch brushes. I hate when it does this so much, when it curls up on itself like that. It's very annoying. This morning, obviously before I streamed, I want to make an anthropomorphic leaves for plant stakes. Ooh, that's really interesting. Do you charge more for a licensed character? No. I do not. I actually, so there was a little bit of a, we'll say it was a miscommunication when this was planned, and like my prices have increased since this was in the works. This has been in the works for almost a year now, so finally we're doing it. And like my prices were a lot lower when I originally quoted this. But it's fine. But yeah, no, and I don't really do, this is the only time I think I've ever done something like this. I've never made anything like Disney before for anyone, so good purchase on Amazon. Excellent watercolor paints. I forget which ones I have. I just got like a basic watercolor palette. And I painted like a little fern and some mushrooms. Surprising, I know. Let me see if I have them. I pulled them out the other day because I was thinking about the watercolors. Let me see. Oh, where are you? This was all I did. This was literally all I did. I like painted a celery or something. I don't know what that was. And then I was like playing around with the mushrooms. So I've seen better art come from myself. And that was it. And then I was like, man, this is hard. And then I just like gave up. Classic. So this was $175, I think. So actually, I think that was fine. It was like just the deposit was done back in 2020, so I struggle with watercolor. I can't handle the looseness. I need the structure of acrylic. Yeah, I was playing around with like wetting it first, and then I didn't like it, and so then I ended up just like painting on dry whatever, and I liked that a lot better. So I understand. But yeah, for pricing, I know some people don't like talking about pricing. Yeah, no. I wouldn't charge more for a licensed character. Like I don't know why I would. I try not to do them though, just because I don't like the copyright stuff, but hopefully I'm just like a small enough person that they don't care. I was into chalk for a while. That was super fun to work with. Ooh. Oh, I've seen these videos recently about sidewalk chalk, like beautiful art done with on sidewalks, and I was like, I want to try that. I want to try. No, you're fine. You're fine. The reason why I personally don't care about talking about pricing much, the only time I care is if people are asking prices of things that I haven't sold yet, and I just haven't figured out the pricing. But like I found out recently that there's like some artists that, well, I talked to an artist on Twitch, and they were like, I don't talk about pricing on my streams because I guess people have gotten judgmental at them. Personally, if people like don't like my prices, then I don't care. Because it's like, I heard someone phrase it, and I'm not trying to say that to be like, rude or anything. I heard someone phrase it recently, like, you're not paying for just the artist's like materials and time, like you're also paying them for the time leading up to them, like them learning that and how much time went into like learning things. So I personally don't care. But I charge more for customs too, because there's so much that goes into like planning the glass and drawing out the pattern and all that. So but yeah, no, it's not rude. I definitely, I like people asking questions and being able to have an open conversation about it and being like transparent with it. Like, although like I said, if I haven't come up with the pricing yet, I'm a little bit more hesitant to say, just because like if I say a ballpark and then I list it for more, I would feel bad. You know, or if I like really sit down and calculate it and then I'm like, man, that actually took me 6 hours instead of 4 and I told them this. So not worth the risk, totally valid. Oh goodness, there's paint talk. Too stressed as I neared the end of each acrylic, I would get so crabby with everyone in the house because I was terrified of messing the whole thing up. I hated painting with acrylic when I was in high school. I hated it. Ugh, gosh. The 2 acrylic paintings that I did, they were atrocious. They were an atrocity. Just through and through. Just thinking about them. I don't have pictures of them, otherwise I would show you. I'm a pianist, and when people think it's ridiculous when I quote for weddings parties, I spent 25 years practicing. Ooh, I'm very curious, Risk. How much do you charge for doing events? I had no idea that you do that. That is super cool, by the way. I would love to know. What is this? I guess it's just part of the glass. Very strange. But pricing too, so I think pricing is very hard because until you have the confidence to price your work, like, and I'm talking specifically about my experience with stained glass, there's an element of it if you don't have like, you know, a lot of sales or like credibility, you know, number of sales. Oh, this is so hard to see what I'm doing. There's part of it that like you have to price based on what you are worth, what you think you're worth. So I struggled with that for quite a while, and I was not pricing with my actual worth. And then I've learned a lot more recently, and I'm very confident in my skills now. So weddings start at 500, parties about 150 an hour. That's so cool. Heck yeah. How often do you do stuff like that? Like weddings and parties and stuff? Also, good morning, Robin. That is insane. Yeah, because like the amount of time it takes to learn piano. Ridiculous. 25 an hour, get out of town and take a bus.
Did not.
They did.
Are you? This is
preposterous.
Appropriating my vernacular.
You've known that I took that forever.
No, I'm just kidding. Risk. What up? Look at this. This right here. This right here. It's possible because of Risk. She did that, or he did that. That person did that. Thank you, Risk. Now we can stream simultaneously as soon as the camera comes in.
I know, and I technically need to get another camera because the third camera is supposed to be the storm camera.
No.
That was the whole point. That's how you got it.
Storm camera? What do you mean? Having 3 cameras?
Mm-hmm.
Who's good? That's not what it's being used for.
That's why I said I'll get another camera so you can have yours back.
Oh, okay. Yes. I see, yes. So I can have mine back, because that one of these is mine.
No, Risk. Please don't. Please don't. Well, I used to book a lot more pre-COVID, but generally do 20 to 30 weddings a season. So Risk is kind of a big deal, and he knows piano. And so he does, before COVID, I guess, 20 to 30 weddings a season. For weddings...
Oh, just playing the piano?
Weddings start at $500 an hour.
Yeah, he's got to play...
That's so cool!
Music the whole time.
That's so much bank! It's so good! A combination of hours per item to make, plus the materials and hourly wage and ego. Yes, technically, yes. Pricing is all of those things. I wouldn't say so much ego as like self-worth, but in like a, you know, I've been doing stained glass for I've put how many hours into learning my craft, and I spend, you know, a lot of time on the details and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Also, hello Nightingale.
It's like when you work for somebody and your employer gives you a pay raise because you do a good job, except she's her own employer.
Yeah, I'm just
she designates when she does a good job. Or something like that.
Yes,
the demand designates.
That's a good Skellington.
It is. It's very good. Very talented. Right.
Bye. So rude. He didn't even say bye.
I did. I said bye, honey bear.
You said alright and then left, and then I had to force you to say goodbye. Stop. Bye, Bear Man. I miss you.
Bye,
Nightingale.
Yeah, it was not free. Bye.
Farewell.
Bye. You too.
No, I will not be soldering today. I painted the stuff today, so I'm still waiting for it to dry, and I will be baking it in the morning and then soldering tomorrow. Depending on how much we get done today too, I would love to finish soldering or foiling the moth. I haven't even started though, so we'll see. There's a lot of tiny pieces. I'm with you, Risk, where foiling is my least favorite part of the entire process. That's why I really love foiling while I'm streaming. Because I'm like, yes, please distract me. Distract me. Although I know I say grinding is my least favorite, I kind of just don't like the middle 2 steps, like grinding and foiling. Yes, we'll be soldering tomorrow. Should be at least. I'll try to see how close up I can get the camera without it impeding my line of sight with the project. I would love to just get it like right down in there. Hi Laz, how are you doing? You don't need line of sight while I'm streaming. I don't know about that. I feel like that would kind of defeat the purpose. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Man, I would love to have a talent that I could eventually charge that much for like events. That would be so cool. I know that there is this lady that I saw that she's on TikTok, and she's like a wedding painter, and she like paints the scene while like everyone's dancing. Like she'll paint it, and then that's like, you know, instead of like having a photographer. Well, they obviously have a photographer too, but it's like people like fly her out to do that. I can't even imagine having that much money to like spend on a wedding. Like that's crazy. Foil glass on stage. Yeah, I'll just it'll be like wedding entertainment is me just like sitting here all hunched over in like a scrubby Hawaiian shirt, and that'll be my that'll be my wedding entertainment. It'll be great. I'll get paid mad money. I'm parched. Where's my... Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab my water bottle. I left it in the kitchen, so I'll be right back. Give me just a sec. Thank you for your patience. I have my bottle of water. Okay, this will go here. Get our little headphones back on. All right, there we go. Comfy, hydrated. Hydrate before you dihydrate. A wise man once told me. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off autofocus. Oh! Not that, hold on. I hit the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. I think I've tried to say it. No, no donations. I think I've tried to say it like 5 times now, but earlier today, before I did anything else, I cut out more of the glass for the organ custom piece. So the glass, I have about 2/3 of it cut out now. So I'm hoping tomorrow morning I'll finish cutting, and then I'll start grinding tomorrow. I want to try, I would say, to get maybe 1/3 of it smoothed out tomorrow before I start streaming. And then on stream, we can solder some stuff. It's gonna be a little bit slower. At least I don't think I got a donation, by the way. Nothing came up on screen. So. But yeah, so this coming week, I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding, so my live streaming might be a little bit slower. I still have a ton of stuff to grind for the shop update, basically everything. It's sneaking up on me, but I think I should be able to get everything done in time. Shop updates used to really stress me out, and now I'm just like, I just don't care. I know. I don't think so. I think it would have showed up on the stream. Who knows though? Some people are sneaky. Although for what I'll try to do is, like I'll try to grind stuff in the morning and then like foil it in the afternoon. That way I'm not like, you know, just completely not streaming. Usually I can only do a few hours of grinding at a time anyway before my fingers are just sliced to pieces. I used to wear gloves when I did all the grinding, but it's just annoying now, and I just don't feel like buying more gloves, so. What is this? I tried to cut my finger off last night. What? What do you mean? Would you care to elaborate? I finally got band-aids, by the way. Ooh, goodness. I know your pain. I know your pain. A lot of times, cuts like that will sneak up on me. Like, I won't realize that a piece of glass is as sharp as it is, and I'll go to grind it, and it just like that's what happened with my middle finger here. I got cut pretty bad the other day. It always sucks too, like when you cut yourself as soon as you start grinding and you're just like, I just wanted to get something done today. Ooh, went through the glove. Were you grinding? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Your pointer fingy. Sad. That makes it even more sad that you said your fingy. I have a bandana on today, so even if I do get my oh, you see my ugly headphones. No. But in theory, if you don't see my headphones, you just see my no frizzies. I was trying to put in my scrap bin, but watching TV at the same time hit the side of the bin and shoved the... That'll do it. That's actually almost exactly what happened with the worst cut I've ever gotten. You can maybe see a little scar here from my knuckle up to here. there was a clear piece of glass that was sticking straight up that I didn't see out of my scrap bin. And I went to reach down right in front of the bin, and it just like, and I went to Brian. I was like, Brian, do you think I need stitches? And he saw it and he was just like, no, you're fine. But it was pretty bad. Like, I felt like I could see into my soul. Like, it was deep. After that, too, you just are like, all right, I'm just gonna call it a day. Good night. Like, we're done. So many times it's happened where I'm just like, we're just gonna take a short day. Bingy. Yep, that's your marker. That's that in that situation. That's when I always say, like, the glass gods are angry with me today. Let's go ahead and just stop. Let's stop. Alright, so this piece is foiled, looking real cute. I actually really like how the little spiral came out. I was worried about how complex that would be, but it's not too bad. So tomorrow morning I'll bake this piece, foil it real quick. It won't take me too long, and then we will solder it. So I'm going to switch this out for the moth. Ooh, the moth. This thing is a monster. Ugh. An absolute monster. Got kind of moved earlier. Now, I have not baked the skull yet, so we still have to do that to set the paint. I might paint a few more details on it. I'm not certain right meow. I kind of want to, though. Let me see if y'all didn't, if I haven't shoved it in your face enough. Here's our little spooky skull man. I turned off autofocus. Yes. Yep, I will be doing a black patina for that piece. Yep, that's our little skull. This piece is iridescent as well, so it kind of adds a little spice. Add a little spice. Thank y'all. I'm glad you like it. I'm very, very happy with how it came out. It's huge too. Like, it's 14 inches across at the very top. So, she's biggin'. She's biggin'. And I think I'll be selling the pattern for this as well as the Luna Moth once I have my shop update. I'm gonna list the Luna Moth soon in my Etsy, so if y'all want to make the Luna Moth, you can. And then I'll be selling this pattern as well. So yeah, I kind of agree with you, Alicia. I didn't think I was gonna like this one as much just because I was kind of worried about the execution of like the glass and everything, but I am thrilled so far with how this has come out. Especially because like I decided against using pure yellow glass for this. I decided to use like the honey orange. I guess it's still kind of yellow, but it's more orange to me. How am I gonna do this and not get... All right, we're just gonna move out in rows. That's what we'll do. Ooh, oh, this is the perfect time to be hosted on DLive too. Look how stinking cool this moth is. I'm kind of tooting my own horn, but I'm really happy with how this came out. I'm super, super happy. Not to toot my own boot, but yes, I'll be using wire. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna do anything more than just like some this will be 14 gauge copper wire. So I'm not gonna add like, I don't recall if their like antenna things had any frills on them, but it's just gonna be real basic. Like it's just gonna look basically just like this. Whoop. Alicia, this glass, I'm pretty sure this is the glass that you used for your mushrooms, by the way. It's that like super textured on one side, like brown. So just to give you an idea of what that looks like for these like lighter pieces. I think I told you that I have that glass and this is the first time I've used it and I have high hopes. High hopes. Ooh, I already don't know which way that goes. Okay. There we go. I might end up marking every piece with a silver dot just to make sure I don't like flip them over. I've done that before for pieces like this where it's like, I think I did that for the Luna moth. I marked everything with silver Sharpie just because all the pieces were basically the exact same. Look how tiny this piece is. So little. So little. Did you ever ship something to Europe? I think it's really expensive. Yes, I have shipped things to Europe. I've shipped to the UK twice. I've shipped to Belgium and then I've shipped to Australia. All of them were fine and everyone was super understanding about like paying the shipping fees because they were already aware of it. Now for Belgium, there was a crazy import fee. So anything over 22 euros? I can't recall what money they have. I'm sorry if I sound uneducated, but anything over 22 like dollars basically, there's like a 35% tax. So they got charged for something that cost 58 US dollars. They got charged an additional $35 that we like didn't realize. Like, I didn't realize, so it kind of sucked. But I had a piece so small the other day, it fell through the hole in my grinder. Yes! Yes! I've had that happen before, and you're just like, bye! Okay. Shipping to Australia was very expensive because of all the import taxes and fees. So there was a mushroom eye that I made recently that was the one that shipped to Australia. And the person, I was like very upfront, and I was like, listen, import fees, taxes, shipping costs are going to add X, Y, and Z. And she was like, oh, I know. I already know that it was going to be super expensive. So for something that I charged $85 for, she ended up paying $175 for because of shipping, taxes, import fees. And that wasn't directly to me. So for me, she ended up paying $115, and then all of the import fees and stuff were handled by Australia. So, and then it like bills directly to her, I guess. But she was like, oh, I know. I already know. I was like, okay. Ooh. But she loved it, so I'm glad she was happy. Ooh, I need to be timing this. Hold on. I wonder how long. I've probably spent 6 minutes on this already. This one I'm timing because I really want to make sure I price this accurately. I punched in, we'll say I punched in at 235. Okay. Hey, Noctis, thank you so much. How are you doing today? And I'll definitely let you know, Alicia. I'll post on there. I said this last stream that I really want to get into, like, I want to regularly be posting more of my patterns on my shop. Oh god, the body. These body pieces, I could not think of a way to make it look good without just splitting them up, so all these tiny little body pieces. And for this piece too, I'm going to be surrounding the entire thing with hobby came, so it's gonna look really, really nice and finished with the hobby came. Woke up with a headache, but it's finally going away. Other than that, I'm fine. How are you? I'm sorry. I'm glad you're feeling better though. I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully I'm not screaming too loudly so your headache doesn't come back. But yeah, doing well. We just finished foiling the Nightmare Before Christmas commission that I'm working on. We're gonna foil this, and then depending on how far we get through this, because sometimes I just can't do all the foiling in one sitting, we might foil some other stuff as well. I suppose you can just turn the volume down if I start getting on one of my screaming rants. Now for the body, I'm going to end up using, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm gonna use the thicker foil, that way the solder is thicker, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might, depending on what it looks like. We'll see, we'll see. Going for lunch again. Hopefully this time won't come back a mess. That sounds good. Enjoy your lunch, Alicia. And hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Alright, so now we'll do this part. This little wing piece. Hello! What are you up to, Kara? How are you doing? So many tiny pieces. All right, starting on the other wing. Ooh, I need to cut this still too. So that's probably the only other piece that I won't foil. Because this one is, you can see it's separated into 3. I still have to separate out this little tornado guy. I've been in back-to-back meetings since 9:30. Why? Why are they doing that to you? For what reason? Thank goodness. I don't know how you do it. Don't know how. Did I already do this? Yes. Keeps you out of trouble. If I just like keep picturing myself as that scene from The Grinch with the one with Jim Carrey where he's like talking about his schedule, and like that's how I feel like I schedule my day. I'm not grumpy or anything. Where he's like 12:30 lunch with myself. I can't cancel that again. That's how it feels making your own schedule. I think that I'm definitely like a more cheerful person, but I feel like I can relate with that scene very heavily. All right, this is almost done, and then we have to actually apply the foil. This is still kind of dusty, like even the pieces that I cleaned off, air quotes, still coming off as a little dusty. Oh, there's my head. Ew! You can see my, my glasses. All right. This needs to move over here. I want to do this in a way that you can still see it. Why does my camera look so dark? Does it look dark or is that just my screen? Let's see if we can make it look brighter. Is that too bright? Oh dear. What is this? Automatic white balance? What is this? What does this do? Too warm, too cool. Alright, go back to auto. We'll move this over yonder. Yup. I think I'm gonna just be hand foiling most of these pieces. Just because using the table foiler, I think for some of them will be a little frustrating and it's not gonna give the quality that I want per se. So I like the ability to control what the quality is gonna look like. So let's move this here. I guess we'll just get started. I found that with using hobby came, since it's so thin, it's actually better to apply a little bit too much foil than not enough. I learned that the hard way in my recent, with one of my recent commissions. So I'm gonna wrap it around the edge and have a little bit overlapping the edge, if that makes sense. And then I'll just go in and detail it later, and if I see something where there's too much foil, then I'll just cut it off with an X-Acto knife. Let's see, let's grab our hobby came and see how this will look with that foil. It's fine. That's fine. The only thing I'm not going to apply hobby came to is the head and like the neck area. So we'll go ahead and foil that. It's a little bit hard to describe. I wish I had a current project thing of this, but I don't think I do. little bit of a tail on this spot, on this piece, so we'll cut this off. Oop. So lately, oh sorry, I like wasn't even looking over there. Your work is amazing. Thank you so much. I've decided I want to add this to my hobby collection. Your starting video was super informative. Gotta save for everything, but I can't wait. That is so exciting. Thank you so much for watching and for coming in and saying hi. This I think it's one of the most, I might be biased, but I think it's one of the most rewarding forms of art. Just because it takes so long and it's so hands-on. Like I said, I might be biased a little bit, but I'm glad you found the video helpful. And I like to live stream somewhat regularly, so if you do start out and you have all your materials, please feel free to stop by and ask any questions. That's partially like some of the reasons why I do live streams while I'm working, is so I can help people and answer questions and even just like work alongside each other. So I have some people who will come in and do stained glass while I'm working on it. So it's kind of a nice just little way to keep company. Do you have any idea? Hopefully that you didn't send that message and like I didn't respond for long and then you left. But do you have an idea of what you might want to do for your first project if you're still hanging out? Do you have like things that inspire you that you want to make? Let's just start here. Primarily a painter. Very cool. We were just talking about painting earlier and how we can't paint. How hard it is to paint. I'm thinking of flamingo. They're my favorite. Awesome. There's actually, she was just in here a little bit ago. She comes into the live stream a lot. She actually made a flamingo recently, and I guess there was some like tragic thing that happened where it like cracked and she was very frustrated. There she is. Watching while I pump gas. I get bored easily. Stained glass is good because there's such different steps to complete and it keeps it interesting. Yeah, for sure. And the thing is too, there's so many different steps and there's so many different ways to get to the same end goal, right? So you'll watch 5 different stained glass artists and they all do things completely differently. I'm self-taught, so a lot of the stuff that I do is just like things that I kind of picked up intuitively, and some people will be like, how do you do it that way? I don't understand. And I'm just like, I don't know, it's just how my brain works. There's only a few things that are like the wrong way to do something, like not using oil with your cutting tool. If you use 0 oil, your cutting tool is going to wear down super fast. So that's like objectively, like just use cutting oil or like oil to lubricate the cutting tool. Use gloves when you use chemicals like patina, like that should go without saying, but especially because I've like just really annoyed everyone about it now. Yeah. Yeah, she said she wanted to make flamingos. And I was reminded of your flamingo. That's so, like, it's so cool to me. Like, I do that where when I was, like, really active in watching people's streams, I would, like, watch streams while I was, like, out and about. Like, when I was, like, doing little chores or whatever. So it's just so funny to think I'm, like, somewhere on someone's phone, out in the world, pumping gas with someone. Where did it go? I just had it. Why? No! I'm on my day grind. Thankfully I can work from home, so I can do pretty well, whatever. That's awesome. You're not annoying, Alicia. Why would you think that? Do you know? Listen. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, okay? As someone who streams, if no one is talking, and this isn't, I don't want to, like, call people out or anything, but it can get, like, uncomfortable if no one is talking. Like, when there's, like, lulls in conversation, I know other streamers have mentioned this too, it can get uncomfortable. So when there are people who are talking and, like, keep the chat going and, like, give me things, listen, I will talk about dandelions, chickens, homesteading, living off grid. I will talk about that ad nauseum, and I have. I've worn out everything that I can talk about with those. So, you know, it's nice to have people that are active and who are talking. So please don't ever feel that way. And some days I don't mind if there's, like, a lull and I'm, like, just working, whatever. Bought your Monstera pattern. Ooh, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. That is one of my oldie but goodie, like, favorite patterns. Hi, Selena. How are you doing? I did lives for a while with the oyster thing. That's another story. Wait, we can't just breeze past that. What do you mean you did lives with the oyster thing? I stream on TikTok. I'm on a break from it right now. And when yes, okay, listen. So TikTok was, like, my origin story, right? I started streaming on TikTok in early 2020, and then, like, I eventually stopped because it was just, like, I got kind of tired of it. And I went back and live streamed the other day just to see what it was like. I had 2 people total come. I have 45,000 followers on TikTok, and I had 2 people come into my live stream, and I was just like, I hate this so much. It was so uncomfortable. There was one person, though, who, like, the one person was talking, but I was like, this is terrible. Just awful. But I think it's just like if you establish a schedule, we're streaming just like how it is on here. Yeah, but TikTok has kind of changed their algorithm. So like I used to have like even when I had like half the followers that I had, I would get like 10,000 views per video. And then they changed the algorithm and now I get like I'm lucky if I get like 500. So I'm just like okay. Great. I'm naturally a big talker. We have our own offices now and I get so lonely all by myself. So now I talk your ear or eyeballs. That's fair. I like sometimes like I'm usually pretty good about if I choose not to stream, sometimes there's things that I can't stream and I'm just like busy, but I would say a majority of the time, if I don't stream, it's because I'm having like an introvert day and I'm not feeling very talkative. So I sometimes struggle. Like I've definitely gotten better, and I used to not like streaming very much. Like when I first started, I didn't like it very much, but I actually really enjoy streaming now. I have a lot of fun with it now, so it's great. Can't remember where I was going with that though. Oh, but some days I'm pretty good. Like if I just don't stream, it's usually because I'm just like having a weird introvert day. TikTok changed their algorithm, so it's really difficult for small and medium accounts to grow. If you're not posting like 3 or 4 TikToks a day, it doesn't let you grow either. Who has time for that? That's what I'm talking about. You see, you have perfectly described it. I've like talked crap about TikTok so many times now. I don't have time to post 4 videos a day. So when TikTok changed its algorithm, which was in July of 2020 was when I first started seeing it, that's when I made my first YouTube video. And I took my significant other, Brian's, advice, and he was like, just don't even worry about TikTok and just focus on your YouTube, focus on growing on a platform that we understand the algorithm, you are guaranteed if you put the hard work in. Because TikTok, I would be editing a video, it would take me, not including the creation time, 2 hours to like figure it out and edit it and make it really cute, and you know, including the creation time, like 2 hours, and then it would get like 200 views, and I'm just like, I don't care. And then they'll have videos that like I put zero effort into, and it'll blow up, and I'm just like, what do you want from me? So I've been pretty good about just posting like once a day, once every other day, and I'm just chilling. Like I'm not really super worried about it. I try not to compare myself to other people that are on there. It's very, very easy. Like there was this girl that she came into my TikTok live streams when I first started, and she had like 100 followers, and she crochets. And she was like, should I quit my job and crochet full time? And I was like, yes, absolutely. I was like, how many sales are you making? And she was like, well, I have 45 orders right now. And I was like, you haven't even quit your job and you have 45 orders. So she eventually ended up quitting her job. She now has almost 1 million followers on TikTok. And I'm so happy for her. It's so cool. There's like that little part of me though that I have to like be like, stop with the ego, chill out, because she's very, very good at like, she posts all the time. Because like crocheting, you're just like using talk to text if anything is spelled wrong. You're good. But she's very, very good at like making videos that are trendy and doing like the lip syncing stuff while she's wearing her cute little, she crochets like bras basically, like they're super cute little tops that you wear like out to festivals and stuff. But like she does like cute videos where she like is wearing them and whatever. So yeah. But it's sometimes if you're like a smaller creator and you see that, it can be like kind of disheartening about being like, I don't know how to do that. But that's why I'm just doing my YouTube thing. We're moved on to YouTube. And now I do live streams on here a lot, and I found my little group that I like, so we're good. But when I first joined, oof, it was crazy. That's all I'll say about TikTok. This is like the third time I've talked about it in the last like 2 weeks, so I don't I don't want to bore people with my like basically me being like a boomer and like back in my day, TikTok's algorithm was great. TikTok's algorithm helped you grow. What do you post on TikTok, by the way? Yo, I would never leave YouTube. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like I said, I really enjoy streaming. I like it a lot. So it helps keep me focused too. Even though I'm like talking and stuff takes me longer, I'm like, all right, I have to do this today on stream and these people expect me to. So we're going to do it. Otherwise, I stop like every 15 minutes because I'm like, I wonder what kind of inverter you have to get for solar. And then I'll end up just like looking up stuff. I'm glad to hear it. It was all, you can thank Brian. Brian is the one who's guided me into being like YouTube, TikTok. He was the one who told me to get TikTok originally. And I was like, what is this? What is this TikTok? That's fair, Annie. TikTok is like a kind of a waste of time. Like for people, if you're not going to be posting and trying to like grow your business and stuff, it's definitely just like a time drainer. So yes, this is my not distracted mode. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding when I tell you that I get distracted very easily. It's hard. Like working from home, I think that is part of it where I'll like go out to the kitchen and I'll be like, I'm just gonna go fill up my water bottle. And then I'll see my dog sitting there looking so cute. And then I'm just like, well, I guess I'll snuggle you for a minute because he's just the sweetest little thing ever. And then Brian will come out and then we'll start talking about stuff. And then before I know it, it's like 30 minutes have gone by and I'm just like, I have to get back to work. And then I'll be walking away and then he'll be like, he'll bring up another point and then we'll keep talking. Paintings, very nice. What is your TikTok? I would like to follow you if that's okay, if I don't already. I don't think I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed with it before. Like as a kid, I wasn't diagnosed with it. I think humans are just like not meant to like hyper focus on things for really long periods of time. I don't know though. I don't know. Because sometimes when I get really into stuff, I can like, I'll be into it for like, I'll be doing something for 2 hours and then I just like get lost, you know? But then other times, I think it's like when I'm doing, usually it's when I'm doing stuff that I don't want to do or that I'm just like having a hard time with. That's when my thoughts end up drifting more and I end up like leaving and getting distracted and stuff. I don't know what patina I'm gonna use for this moth. I don't know if I want to do black or if I want to make it copper, because eventually it will turn into like a dirty copper. And I think that would be super cool with the warm tones of the moth. I was doing resin, then learned how caustic the fumes are, so it's on pause until I can get a dedicated space. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Resin scares me. Ooh! Resin scares me because of how like toxic it is. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up right now so I don't forget. Yay! Paintings! Ooh. Cool. My boss is convinced I'm ADD now, mainly because I only focus on work for 2 to 5 minutes at a time and then think of something I want to look up. Well, listen, okay? I think that part of our attention spans have like really gotten, like our attention spans have gotten terrible with technology. Like even I've noticed my attention span getting shorter and shorter because of like things like TikTok, where you have 1 minute, sometimes 3. Yeah, for sure. Definitely everyone feel free, always feel free to post your links and promote yourself and do whatever. I think YouTube doesn't let you post links. So if you want to just post like your username, definitely feel free. I'm always open to people sharing their work. If you want to join the Discord, I don't know if like the Discord thing has come up, Erica, or if you use Discord, but that's my Discord if you want to promote yourself, look at other people's art. There's a ton of stained glass artists on my Discord, and everyone's always like showing their stuff off, and it's like a nice little way to get some creative juices. Can soldering fumes be dangerous? If my garage is open, I think it's okay, but if I don't, I usually try to wear a mask. Yeah, definitely. Definitely make sure you have really good ventilation whenever you're soldering. The fumes are not good for you to inhale. So I have a smoke absorber by Heiko, and I really like it. I also try to make sure the absorption, like the suction on it, isn't very strong. So I have a fan back here behind me, right there, and it kind of just like pushes everything into the smoke absorber. So just make sure you have proper ventilation and you should be good. Definitely if you're in somewhere that like you can't have a smoke absorber, or you can't have a window open, I think a mask is a fantastic idea. Maybe it's because in 5-minute conversation I'll jump to 100 different things. He's one of my closest friends, so I always have something to talk about him with. I just got diagnosed a few weeks ago. I hyperfocus and have major time blindness when I do, and have a hard time starting things I don't want to. Ah, gotcha. Man, that sounds exactly like what I do. That sounds exactly like what I do. But it's fine. I've gotten through to I'm surviving at this point. We're good. Is there any music playing right now? What is this song? Why is this? Okay. Lovely. Wait, what are we saying me for to? Me too? What is that in response to? Did I miss a message? Is that in response to ADHD? I just didn't see. I didn't see what message you're talking about because it was someone talking about soldering fumes being dangerous. And then it was like, me too. I just didn't know. Okay, I gotcha. I didn't know which one specifically you were responding to, Kara. That's all. So I was like, I didn't know if you were saying me too, like I wear a mask, or what? TikTok is dangerous. I really don't like this. I don't like this album. Can I just get rid of this whole thing? Clear? Okay, great. Let's try this one. Yeah, I've really been trying to like not watch TikTok videos as much, but man, like last night I was trying to play a new game of Pokemon and I like caught myself just like stopping to like look at TikTok and I was like, what am I doing right now? Why is my attention span that bad? Granted, it wasn't my favorite Pokemon game, but it still shouldn't have been that bad. I know, I send them to you too. Usually you send them to me while I'm on TikTok. I think about how much more I could get done if I didn't take like 20-minute TikTok breaks regularly. It's frustrating. I'm hoping that I can curb my addiction to social media in the next few months. Specifically TikTok. Just like really try to work on it. I want to get back into doing yoga too. Because I was doing it in like 2018. I was really good about it and then I haven't done it in forever. Ooh, Skyward Sword. I actually haven't seen any trailers. I've heard people talk about it. I'm kind of interested though. Is that coming out on Switch? Is that right? All you young whippersnappers. I think y'all have platform ADHD, so many different types of social media platforms now. No, I totally agree. I've seen a really big improvement in my life since I stopped using Facebook. I still have a Facebook, but I maybe go on like once every 2 or 3 weeks. And then I'm just like, oh yeah, this is why I don't use this platform. And then I just leave. 20-minute strolls through the garden, yes. Man, how nice would it be to have little chairs in the garden too, Kara? Oh, like a cute, I don't think there's any room for it, but like if there was like a cute little sitting area with like little lights, ooh, and like a fan blowing, blowing your face at like Mach 10. Oh. But yeah, there's too many social media platforms. There's too much going on. All right, where does this, I'm gonna have to mark this with my Sharpie. Where this foil needs to end. Right there. No, right there. I totally wanted to put one where the cabinet is, but we needed the cabinet space. Where is the cabinet? Why can't I think of where that is? Have you tried using thread snippers to cut your foil? I saw it on a video and ordered a cheap pair. Really liked them as opposed to the full scissors. I have not, but big booty cheeks, but Brian just got a pair. I think he got a pair in his garden, like a bunch of gardening stuff that he ordered. So I kind of want to go steal them and see if I like it better. That's why I'm thinking about a couple other garden spaces. Yes! Yes! Medicinal plants! I want to have a dandelion garden for sure somewhere, but it has to be inside because they just like really hate outside. I know you've heard me talk about it already. I want to grow some dandelions, maybe like in my workspace or in where we live. Immediately on your right when you walk through the door. Okay, gotcha. I guess that is just like blanked out in my brain. Skyward Sword, is that a remake? I'm out of date with the Zelda games. Original N64 with Ocarina of Time and Majora. Ooh, yes! So I actually will be getting, I'm sorry, I just like yelled really loudly. I actually will be getting a P.O. box soon. So that will be a thing. I'm gonna go grab them real quick. I know where his little garden scissor thing is. I think this is what you're talking about. Let me burnish this and then I'll go grab them. Give me just a sec. Let me go see if I can find them real quick. Also, good night, Carolyn. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good evening, and I hope to catch you later. I'm just gonna leave this up so y'all can just, like, hang out for a sec. Hold on. All right, like I think these are it, right? They're a little wonky and they're like oily, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't want it to get oil on my thing, but I feel like it needs the oil on there. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Alicia. Plus, this doesn't feel as, like, smooth. Because this is for... I don't know why they included this. He, like, got a bunch of, like, clippers to, like, snip plants and stuff. Alright, let's try it out. Let's try it out. It's gonna be a new motor pattern. I'm not used to tiny little snippy snips. took me a full piece before I got used to them, but now I like it. I didn't use anything before, just tore it against my nail. Whoa! Oh goodness, they're so tiny. Oh, I'm just gonna stick with my scissors for now. Just for the sake of the stream. That's like, they're so tiny hard to get used to. Because I'm used to these big honking fiskers. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna check something real quick. Bear with me just a moment while I check something on the internet. On the internet. Whoa, that was my hand, I swear. I can recreate it. What do you mean? Hold on, I just got an email. Risk! You sent me Oh my god, how did you get so sneaky? Thank you so much, Risk. I just like saw something come up on my phone because it was, I don't know, it was like on my little notification thing. You didn't have to do that, Risk. If you're still there, thank you so much for the donation. I don't know why that didn't come up on the stream. All right, well, now we can get another camera, so thank you. I'm like speechless right now. So, Kara, if you missed it the other day, Risk donated $100 to my stream so I can get the boom arm and then a new camera. And one of these cameras is Brian's, so he came in and he was like, yay, now I can have my camera back. And then Risk donated another $100 so I can get another camera. So thank you. Oh my lord. Also, thank you, Alicia, for reminding me. Ooh, raid! Yay! Welcome. I'm sorry I don't have my notifications even after I set them up. Ooh, who is Coyote? You know Coyote? Who's Coyote? Howdy! Hey, Pixie, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. No. Donations don't feel that way, Alicia. Like I said, I am super appreciative of just like people being in the stream. I'm like, I thought he was joking. Anyway, hello everyone. I can't stick around but wanted to give you the raid. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate the raid. Right now we're just working on this moth. Here, let me move it over so y'all can see. Ah, very nice. Alright, so this is our moth that we're working on. Obviously these pieces are out of place and I'm just foiling it. So yeah, this is our moth. This is gonna be available at my next shop update. For my last one, I made a Luna moth that was like 13 inches wide, so this one's even bigger. And yeah, so I'm like, hold on, I just got another big donation, y'all, so I'm like really... Yes, absolutely, Alicia, if you're asking me for a favor. Also, Coyote, thank you so much. All right. I would like to have this on in the middle here, but it's a little hard to like foil and burnish with it like in the middle. You were talking about me. After I grind and remove the pattern, can I post to Discord and get honest feedback on the color choices? Absolutely. Absolutely. For which project are you talking about? Alicia, I'm sorry. My memory is... Yes, definitely. Definitely feel free to always post in Discord. Always, always, always feel like you can ask. If I ever see anyone get judgmental in my Discord, I'm gonna give them a old talking to. So don't ever feel like, you know, you can't post things, or don't be scared to, because I will not tolerate people being mean to other people or, you know, being judgmental. So just keep that in mind. Laying the smack down. I made a weird choice for the 70s piece and I'm not sure about it. Mushroom is green. Ooh, I am interested to see. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if you wanted to post it now, I wouldn't be, like, if you wanted to post your current progress on it, I would love to see it. Although if you want to wait until it's, like, smoothed out and stuff, feel free. Don't let me peer pressure you. So also, I know Pixie said she had to go, but what was Pixie working on the stream today if you are not here and someone else can answer? I hope it was just a lovely stream. I hope y'all had a good time over there. I still have to catch her streams. She even has a schedule. I'm a scrub and I don't have a schedule. She does, and then I'm like, forget. I'm terrible. Ooh, a surfer girl. She posted one yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And the surfer girl had like a big booty. And I was like, heck yeah, I put it in my story because I loved it. Oh, okay, gotcha, Alicia, because you glue your patterns on. I understand. That makes sense. Duh. Earlier, we were working on foiling a Nightmare Before Christmas commission that I'm doing currently. But we got that all foiled up, so then I wanted to switch to this because this is, I'm real excited about this one. Today's sketch also had a big booty. Nice. I'd rather have honest feedback than people just be nice, but I agree that there's a right way to give criticism. Gotta get Discord, so many people I follow have it. You can see the green on the cap and on the other colors beside it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Discord's fun. I always like to mention it, and people, like, I like when people post in there, and like I like being able to see everyone's work. I think, Alicia, if you say, like, if you preface the picture and be like, I would like honest feedback, because I think most people, because I always present it like you're you're just bragging about your stuff. I'm like, you know, if you want to have a place that you can humble brag, feel free to post it. But I think if you said, please give honest criticism, then I think people would be open to it. I think some people are uncomfortable with giving criticism too. Because some people are not good at taking criticism, even if it's very constructive. So I know I struggle very, very much with constructive criticism. I try to be very open to it, but it is my biggest weakness, I would say, is criticism. My gosh darn feelings just get in the way. I try to be an ice queen as much as possible, but you can't. It's not entirely possible. Let's see. Discord. Ooh, I like it though. I like the green. I can't tell necessarily what colors the other ones are, I guess. Oh, you're right. If it's on like colored paper, maybe? I like the green though. That's a really cool green. Is that a Yakagani? Is that how you say it? Like, we said it 2 times yesterday and I still don't remember how to say it. Yakagani? Ujajani? I like that better. The flower is a rusty red, the gills are a darker green and brown, and you can kind of see... Gotcha. You can kind of see the butterfly. The gills are a darker green and brown. Yeah, I'll be curious to see. I'll definitely, like, whenever it's done, I'll be able to see a better... give you like a better idea of colors and like constructive criticism. Yeah, that's a really cool glass. I really like it. This side, or for this piece, I didn't have the texture showing, just because I didn't want it to be like too distracting from the rest of it, but I still like, I chose it for these colors, so I think it works. Yakagani. This is taking a while. I'm on hour number 1 of foiling. So this is probably gonna take like, what, 2.5, 3 hours? All right! Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I think that's what that means. I updated my, my Twitch thing. I'm excited to see what it'll look like. I am excited. Definitely post updates. Let me turn off my phone and stop being rude. I was really disappointed by my Twitch notifications, because I have one of the most obnoxious, one of the most annoying sounds, like just like, oh, but it made me laugh really hard, for raids. So I have to see what happened, because I'm very disappointed that it doesn't play it if I get a raid. I'm wholeheartedly disappointed. But yes, thank you so much for the follow, Coyote. I appreciate it. Oops. I didn't put on enough foil. So my foil needs to go to like right here, I guess. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Coyote. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here. Do you do glasswork as well? Or any sort of like crafty things, if not? Whoops, our playlist is almost out. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna find some more music real quick. Let's add this to the queue. Let's see. I did ceramics in university. More recently, I focus on Halloween costumes as more approachable projects. Oh, that's super cool. Like, what kind of stuff? Do you post your stuff anywhere? Do you have, like, any pictures? Any ways that I can follow you on social media? Let's see. Let me find... Heck yeah. What was your favorite project that you ever created? Yeah, definitely feel free to drop pictures in Discord. I would love to see it. My favorite project that I've ever created. Probably the UFO, honestly. The UFO or the Feathers of Time. The Feathers of Time. If that question was for me and not for Coyote. The Feathers of Time were really fun for me. I had a blasty blast with those. Let's see. Where is this? Okay, there we go. But yeah, the Feathers of Time. I had a really fun time with those. And the UFO, as I said. So more recent stuff is my favorite. My favorite commission, though, it's hard to say. Trying to think of the commissions I've done. Probably the mushroom forest floor that I did somewhat recently. That's probably one of my favorite commissions I've done. Basically any commission where I get to just like have at it. There's some people that they have more of a solid idea of what they want, but then other people, I've had people come to me, and this is like a commissioner's dream of like, I've had people come to me and they're just like, I don't have a budget and I don't have an idea. like, just make what you want to make and tell me how much it'll be and I'll pay it. And I was just like, okay. So that's happened 2 times before. And that was like one of my favorites. The first time that happened, I can't remember the second time, but the first time was with the first bee that I made back in February of 2020. And she was like, I just love your work and I just want you to make whatever you want to make. And I was like, what about this? I have another money question. Do you get the full amount when you get a super chat? If not, I want your PayPal info. So super chat, I think on $10 super chats, I get like $7.50. PayPal also takes a percentage. So let me see the percentage that PayPal takes. Also, please do not feel like you have to donate, please. They take 4%. I think PayPal takes 4% of donations. Well, I appreciate that. Every donation is super, super appreciated and is way more than needs to be done. But yeah, basically everywhere takes a percentage. Hi. Chris did send me more money for another camera.
No, he did. Why?
I don't know. I was just like, maybe I should, because I didn't get a notification on my stream.
Oh no.
And then I was like, no, he didn't do that. And I was like, did he donate? And I was like, no. And then I checked my PayPal because I just like wanted to see, and I was just like,
what did he send you?
$100.
Stop.
Stop! Stop! If she sends it friends and family, it won't take any fees on PayPal. I love UFOs. If you posted your feathers, I'll have to check it out. Yes. So Erica, the feathers, if you check out my Instagram, I actually have a story called The Feathers of Time, and they're on a story on my Instagram. And the UFO is my favorite, I think, because the glass just is like delicious. PayPal shouldn't take anything if people send it as friends and family, but I could be wrong. It happens occasionally. Yeah, so because I have my paypal.me link up, so I think that's what like people have used before. So it's different than I think that if you ended up wanting to do like a friends and family thing, then it's SunBearGlassCraft probably. So, but I don't know. I just have it to where it's my like paypal.me or whatever. Also, I definitely am gonna check it out, Coyote. Thank you for posting. What are you up to? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go work out.
Nice.
Taking some pre-workout.
Yeah. I think if I drank one of those, my heart would like stop now.
I mean, I'm ready for my eyes to melt out of my face, but because I haven't taken pre-workout in forever, and this is a full can of C4.
How much caffeine is in that? Like 300?
200 milligrams.
Well, that's not too bad, but with all the other stuff.
It's all the nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
Inducing things.
If we feel obligated to donate, we wouldn't be watching you. We give 1 because you earned it, and 2, it blesses me. Thank you so much. I just hope that you know how much I appreciate that. Every super chat and donation is like way more than I even expect. So thank you. Just warms my little heart. It's not a competition. Like, I don't know. Risk is just a mad lad. I don't know. Well, I'll be getting officially another camera. So I might have one of these. I'm gonna try to get like a really, like the nicest one possible. That's like still not like exorbitantly like $5 million, but I think that'll be like the new like hand camera, whichever new one that I get, and then one of these can be my storm cam. I could also set up an Evan cam. We could have Evan in here as doing guest appearances. An E-cam.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take my camera back once you get the new one.
I just ordered I'm gonna have 3 cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna take yours back. And then I'm gonna have another one.
Wait, you're gonna have 3 in here?
Yeah, that's the point. That was the whole conversation.
Really?
So there's gonna be face cam, hand cam, storm/Evan cam. It'll be great. Let me have a nice stream.
Why am I printing you? How am I printing you?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just see it.
Okay, truth time. We donate so Brian will come say hi more often.
Yeah.
Bean cam!
No.
Why not? She's so ugly. We love her so.
Live stream the inside of a toilet bowl. It would be more aesthetic than a bean cam, I promise.
Hold on. Let me go get Bean. For those who aren't familiar with my dogs, we have Evan and Bean. So I'm gonna bring in Bean and then I'll bring in Evan.
Billy Bean. He's my dog. Here she comes.
We love Bean, by the way. Bless her, even though she's just so ugly. Also, thanks, Neil. Oh no!
Hey!
Hold on, we're upside down. Let me change this real quick. Alright, configure. Wait, no. Flip. There we go. So this is Bean. She's nice. We found her on the streets. Her stomach is completely bald for reasons that I don't understand at all. She just is. And she's just... bless her. She is what she is. Pixie has a dog named Bean too. Oh my gosh. So this is little Bean. Bless her. She doesn't know what's going on. She's never allowed in here, so because there's glass and stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And her belly is real human flesh. It's actual human flesh.
She's got chickens.
She's a flesh golem. Yeah, I always call her a rotisserie chicken.
Okay, so that's Bean. Let me go get Evan so you can see Evan.
She always looks terrified. I think that's the default look for Chihuahuas, is just looking horrified at all times. Uh-oh. Someone got in trouble.
Bean was just going in the kitchen, and I was like, get out of the kitchen! And she turned, fell backwards, and was on her butt, and like turned around. It's like skittered away.
So awkward.
So this is Evan. This is our beautiful baby boy. Oh, he's uncomfortable. He only has 3 legs. Here, I'll censor the stream for you. He's a little tripod and his bandana is on inside out, but this is Evan. He's nice. So, yeah. No, we love Bean. Here, take Evan.
You can have her.
No, stop.
You can.
We love our dogs. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we love our dog.
Oh my god.
Evan's so precious.
I call my 1-year-old Bean, evolved from Beanie Baby. We also call Bean Beanie Baby. And her official name in the system is Billy Bean, like Billie Jean, but Billy Bean. And we always sing Billie Jean, and we say Billy Bean instead. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Most people's dogs' poops are bigger than our dogs. I am fully aware. They're so little, they can't even help it. Alright, let's fix this. There we go. What kind of dogs do you have, Alicia? I feel like you've told me and I just can't remember. And Erica, that's really funny too because my mom called me Bean when I was a baby. Because she said I just looked like a little bean, like when she was pregnant with me. Labs. I love labs. We want a bigger dog eventually. Because like Brian will try to wrestle with Evan and Evan's just too small. You just like tap him and he just falls over.
Yeah. You just a little play
You know what Bean was going to get too? There was a little grape on the floor. So she would have like died.
She's probably eaten so much bad stuff that she should be dead.
85 to 100 pounds each. Bye, Evan. We love you. Say goodbye to this tree.
100 pounds.
That's insane. I have dog 2 boxer cross pit. Nice. That is probably a lot of energy. That is a lot of energy in one dog.
It's like 18 Evans. 100 pounds.
All inside with 4 kids in a 1,500 square foot house. That's crazy. The house that we're renting is 1,500 square feet. I can't imagine that many dogs and that many children. Pups and beards, what an afternoon on stream. Risk, what did you do? I don't know if you've been here the whole time or what, but thank you. I checked my stuff. I don't know why it didn't notify on PayPal, but thanks. I'll raise you 6 kids in 1,200 square feet. Ooh, small. That's not too bad though. That's how it was done back in the day. Not even that long ago.
Who didn't want to? Who?
Like just having my dad had 7 siblings and their house was not that big. I'm pretty sure. And they just like dealt with it. It was fine. Yeah, Risk, also you missed our other dog if you weren't here. Bean. We showed Bean on the stream. I feel like you've probably seen Bean though. My gut tells me I could have 4,000 square foot house and still feel cramped between the kids and dogs and hubby. Thank you, Risk. I really, really, really appreciate it. I know, my commissions. I'm so stressed over my commissions. I'm like just now, I'm still about 2.5 months behind. Oh, he's old, but he was full of energy. Cute.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Everyone's talking about you.
Good.
No,
Evan?
Phantom? Someone Phantom. I don't know how to say the first part of your username, my friend, but... Also Evan. Whoa, I don't want to talk about how Evan's getting older. It makes me sad.
Look at that big pretty moth. You gotta make moths.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Expert moth. Expert level. Did you want to work out today?
Yeah, like later. I want to try to get as much of this moth done as possible. what time are... It's
should-
4?
Yeah.
It's 4.
Yeah, it is. You should take an intermission at some point, and we'll do it together because someone paid me to not show up today. So
Well, I need to work. Can I work out at like 6?
no, I mean you can, sure. I won't be ready though.
Okay, I need to finish this. So, who do you have?
That's what I was saying. The intermission, go work out, then finish. But it was just Remy and Pete today.
Oh. Poop.
Solid.
Poop, 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 poop. I had to go out and come back, and stream was super far behind. I just got to where we're talking about Alicia's labs. That's the best sort of client. To you.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
I just like every time I work out and then come back and try to like work, it doesn't work. Like every time I work out, once I'm done, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm gonna make dinner, and then I end up not working. So that is my hesitation right now.
Alright. Probably won't want to work out today.
I like working out with people. I like working with people. I like working out with people.
Yeah.
That's like the only reason why I would ever consider getting a gym membership is just because it's nice to like be around people. Like you work harder when you feel like other people are watching. Hi, wish I still had your level of dexterity. My fingertips are lots of scar tissue and calluses, like working with thimbles on. Foiling small pieces is a chore. Love your streams. Thank you so much, Sergeant Marty.
Someone commented on one of my videos saying that I'm small and that I could be way bigger if I went to Planet Fitness.
Okay.
This guy was completely unironic. He was actually really triggered. It was like several different.
What?
Yeah. He was completely unironic.
Was he like eating it while he was like eating
He's
it?
like, there's so many big guys that train at Planet Fitness. So many guys that train there that are bigger than you. I'm like, yeah. I was like, that's good. I didn't say there's no big people there. I just commented on the fact that they say we're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness. That's it. Don't get mad. They said
Triggered.
it. They said it, not me.
They said, Phantom said that you are not old.
Thank you.
And he said, I might be older.
Appreciate it.
You're kind of old. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I don't think you're old at all.
On my way to 40.
But yeah, Sergeant Marty, that is definitely something that I know is in my future. Having like my fingers are already super calloused and they like are little thimbles. But I'm sure it will continue to get worse as I continue on with this craft. I'm only 2 years into doing stained glass, so there's definitely more scarred fingers to come.
You just need more calluses.
I didn't like Planet Fitness back in the day because they were supposed to be non-judgment zone, but they made commercials explicit. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was talking about. And I did like a video where I didn't trash Planet Fitness. I went after their business model. Because the Planet Fitness business model is to get you to sign up and then encourage you to stay home. They don't actually want you in the gym, they just want your gym membership. And that's why the marketing is like inclusive looking, but then it's sort of, there's a thinly veiled sort of demotivating aspect to it.
Because they're like,
don't
oh,
try too hard,
you
don't
look
show
like you're
off.
in shape.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. It's like, wait, what's the point then?
Stupid lump. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness. Get out of here with that. So it's like they're already setting you up. They're setting a precedent so that if you come in here, you're not going to take your health seriously, which translates to you're not going to last in the gym. Like,
If we
it doesn't happen. If
If we got a Planet Fitness membership, because that's like the gym that's up, you know?
Yeah.
We would set off the lunk alarm all the time.
I don't know. I'd be respectful, but we might have to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness is a cult. They wouldn't stop calling for a while.
Yeah.
Crunch Fitness was like that with me too. They wouldn't stop texting me, and like I still get texts for Crunch Fitness. I haven't been a member there. I was a member back in 2015 and 2014 when I was in college, and I still get notifications. And I'm just like, stop, please. Also, Josh says, talk her into a Diablo themed project.
Yeah.
I still need to figure that out. I'm just like so busy. Maybe in the next few months, I anticipate I will have a little bit more free time, and then I'll be able to do some stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
Because I definitely want to. I could make it so spoopy.
Make like a necromancer and a bunch of little skellies.
Oh, spoopy! Crunch is the worst. Crunch was like, it was fine. Like, they definitely have a better, like, they had powerlifting things that were good.
Yeah.
And like, I felt like I could do powerlifting there without getting judged. Because there's a lot of people that are like in shape that go to Crunch. But there were definitely like really annoying people there too. But you're gonna have that everywhere.
Crunch has really good equipment, but a really good customer base.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Moo.
There's so many bros walking around with like gallons of water talking shit about everybody.
Yeah, and like you can walk around with a gallon of water. Like I used to do that, but like just don't talk shit about people.
Yeah. So glad I don't train at a commercial gym.
Yeah, so
I didn't even engage that guy. He was like talking about how like you can never get big using a home gym. And I was like, I wanted to say like, you realize machines were invented in the 1970s, right? Like the modern hammer strength machines that are in all gyms. That's a pretty recent phenomenon, and there's been really strong and athletic people before the 1970s. So
Risk said the one by me closed at the start of the pandemic and continued to charge for like 8 months until I canceled my card. Oh my lord.
That's what it's all about.
Canceled my card. No one would ever answer the phone or emails, but like completely closed shop. Whoa. Tell Brian we have Anytime, Planet Fitness, and one. Yeah, so we saw the Anytime and then Planet Fitness. I would prefer to not go to Planet Fitness, especially because of like the pizza thing. Like tempting people who are out of shape with junk food, I think is morally one of the worst things you can do. As someone who like used to be obese and struggle with fitness, tempting someone with pizza.
I told you that's part of their business model is to demotivate. It's intentional.
That's like chaotic. That's chaotic evil to me.
They're very evil. Planet Fitness is a neutral evil company.
LA Fitness was my fave. I don't know if it's just local to us. No, there's LA Fitness everywhere. My mom and dad, huh?
It's okay. That's like on par with Crunch.
LA Fitness is really expensive though.
Yeah.
Like you have to pay. I think they paid like $500 a year for membership. So
yeah.
I don't know what that evens out to like per month, but yeah, like having an open bar at an AA meeting. Exactly. I'm very, very upfront with like my previous weight issues. Oh, I could have just, hold on. Let me figure this out.
What the hell? Oh, that's your head.
Oh.
It's covering like half the screen.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, y'all.
What happened to your video?
I went when I was 16-20 on my mom's guest membership. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
It is what it is. I don't like them as a business, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. It's cheap. And I mean, I'm gonna when we move, I'm gonna have like a bunch of strongman equipment with me still. So
yeah.
But I would like a sort of a fluff and pump, you know, like a gym. You know.
Sounds wrong.
That's what it is. You go there, you get a pump. You do hypertrophy work. You don't build strength in a Planet Fitness.
I've been paying for a Planet Fitness membership, but ended up getting into running outside on my own and buying an exercise bike. Nice. I hate running, so I'm glad that you like it.
See, but that's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
They want you to pay for your membership, and then they want you to screw off. I mean, that's their entire business model.
Yeah.
And that's why I really hate them as a company.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like we're saying, we might become members at Planet Fitness, but we're gonna like utilize the crap out of it and go work out all the time. Potentially. Maybe. We'll see. We're not opposed to it though.
Going there and working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Maybe trying to like convince people not to eat pizza.
I would probably do my strongman workout outside at the house, and then we'd go to Planet Fitness afterwards.
Y'all keep talking about healthy things, and I'm gonna have to go get a Twinkie.
Twinkies are good. Twinkies are delicious.
There's so much junk food. Like, what did I see today? Oh, Cake Bite jet puffed marshmallows. It was jet puffed marshmallows covered in like frosting and sprinkles, and I was just like, I want it.
Hyper palatable foods.
Hyper palatable. I would never, at this point, never eat that. Maybe like a bite, but like going out of my way and buying it, no. I could never justify it. We would have to be on a cross-country biking trip. Like, we would have to be burning like 5,000 plus calories a day
to eat a bag of marshmallows?
To like even justify buying something like that.
It's just too much sugar. You can't justify that. Even like when she got me my birthday cake, I only ate a slice of cake before going in the gym, pretty much.
He was so good. I was like sad that I couldn't have any of the cake.
It's just so terrible. You're being attacked from every angle. They want you unhealthy. Fat, unhealthy, unhappy.
I'm sorry if my head keeps getting in the camera, by the way. I'm still not used to the like overhead camera thing. I'm not even thinking about my dome covering half of the screen. Oops.
Well, it's in me now.
You gotta go work out. Like, right meow.
No, I got time.
Okay.
But I'm probably like 10 minutes away from having my face feel like it's melting off.
Okay, so. Good. Speaking of anybody have Bitcoin? Yes, I do.
Heck yeah.
I have like 5 or 6 different cryptos. Please feel free to not answer if this is intrusive. Do you mind if I ask what motivated you or changed for you that you were able to lose weight from being obese? I am currently obese and am also struggle busing. Yeah, so please don't take anything that we're saying as like negative towards that, because I think everyone should be able to like, you know, do their thing. But for me, being obese was not fun. I was super insecure all the time, and what really started it was when I was in college. I was dating this guy that he was super nice and like didn't care. So at my biggest, I'm 5'9", and at my biggest I was 240. which it was just too much. It was too much. I felt like crap all the time. And he had this like friend on Steam. So this like guy that I was dating had this friend on Steam that like I saw a Steam message that he sent. Like it wasn't supposed to, like it just popped up while I was on his computer. And like the dude was like, oh yeah, he's hanging out with his whale of a girlfriend. And that like broke, I like was immediately sobbing because they're like talking about me. Oh. And and that was like what really like pushed me towards being like, listen, I'm very insecure about this. I don't want to be like this anymore. And then I started, like, it was kind of this like struggle for years of like, that was kind of the catalyst. And then I met Brian's best friend on campus who ran a strength club. And he taught me about keto, which is like super low carb. And then that got me into, I did keto for like 3 years. And definitely do research before you do keto, because like I don't do it anymore. But that is what helped me lose a bunch of weight. Not negative at all. I want to lose. I've been trying to figure it out. I'm 5'11". Yeah, it's fine. It's like just like kids, because I was 18 or 19 at the time, and like everyone was young. But
yeah, go Google calorie calculator. I go to Free Diet, the website Free Diet.
A personal trainer, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a nutritionist and personal trainer. But go to Free Diet, or just Google Free Diet, one word, calorie calculator. Open that up, plug in all of your information. So like your height, your weight, your age, all that stuff. And then that website will calculate your maintenance, your calorie maintenance. So basically, for you to break even, you're 260 pounds. For you to break even, you'd have to hit your maintenance, right? For you to gain weight, you go over your maintenance. For you to lose weight, you go under your maintenance, right? So if your maintenance is 2,500 calories or so, I'm just ballparking. So in other words, you need 2,500 calories every day to maintain 260 pounds.
You don't have to talk so loud.
You basically just want to go 500 pounds under that. And 500 calories under your maintenance, and stay super consistent with that.
So for me, it was like a process of learning how to eat, and I still am learning. This is not something that, please don't feel like because I lost weight that I like am like I fixed my like food stuff, because I'm still learning how to like eat and stuff. And I really don't care about talking about this, so like don't worry about being like, oh, it's too personal. I don't care. But for me, I really learned like I researched keto, and I have some stuff that like keto helped fix my like hormonal issues that I had, and I learned how to count calories. Now, I know that a lot of people recently are starting to say that, like, if you count calories, you are, like, that's disordered eating. But I have disordered eating, and I always will. Like, you pretty much can't, you don't, in my opinion, you don't get rid of it. Although, this is not medical advice also. I feel like that's a disclaimer I have to say. Like, if you have an eating disorder, you pretty much are always going to have it, and you're always going to be learning about it. So I learned how to count calories because for me, a very strict and very monitored way of eating is the way that I learned is easiest for me. Like, he eats intuitively, and he just like feels like he should, and he can lose weight super fast. That's not how I am. So everyone is different. And learning about like how many calories are in a portion, and weighing food, and learning that a giant scoop of peanut butter is like 3 servings, and learning what a serving size is really helped. So
I mean, I've been studying nutrition for like 13 years though, so
yeah. Curious as to your opinion on this. Is macro ratio as important as a lot of folks would like to believe, or are calories just calories and number is really the goal?
Calories are just calories in terms of losing weight. Your macro ratio is more applicable to, you know, athletic performance or, you know, things like that. Really, what I recommend people do, because tracking your macros is a little bit overwhelming. Typically, what I have people do is just track your calories and track your protein. So basically I have people shoot for around their body weight in grams, a little bit less than their body weight in grams. So I weigh about 200 pounds, so I go for about, I don't know, 150 to 180 grams of protein per day, right? So, 180 grams of protein times 4 is what, like 600 calories? So that means basically I fill in the rest of my calories with fat and carbs. And I don't want to say that I don't put any thought into it. From Rachel's perspective, it probably seems like it's effortless and I don't put any thought into it, but I'm constantly thinking of what types of fats I'm getting, what types of
I'm not saying that you don't
micronutrients especially.
I'm not saying you don't put any thought into it, but
it's like an intuitive thing at this point, but you maintain and lose and like can gain weight with a pretty decent amount of control versus someone like me who I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to like bulk. Captain Crunch! Yeah. And it's just like, that's disorder. But anyway. But so at the end of the day, for losing weight, calories is number one.
But I would also say that for people that have like hormonal issues, like what I have, you can't just sit there and eat over half of your calories in like carbs. I shouldn't be doing that.
If you have hormonal issues,
so there's different you
shouldn't overdo it with carbs for sure, because that directly affects your hormones every time you consume carbs.
Yeah.
It kind of messes with everything. Anytime you're messing with a hormone, any hormone, it's gonna make all the other ones sort of, move a little out of whack. So that applies to, because basically every time you eat carbs, it's going to spike your insulin, which is going to affect your ghrelin, your leptin, your growth hormone, like a bunch of other stuff.
It's too much.
So, the skinny of it is just
tea.
Yeah, if you have hormone problems, be careful with carbs. Be careful with what doctors try to force into your body.
Yes, don't listen to doctor. That's like a whole nother thing.
Because doctors are real quick to.
They tried to put me on metformin instead of just telling me to stop eating ice cream for breakfast. Yeah. Like,
they won't tell you to clean up your diet. Instead, they will put you on steroids, basically.
But
that's what birth control is.
Stained glass and fitness nutrition officially my favorite stream. Yay! Also, Mitch, welcome. I think you gave me a follow earlier, so thank you for the follow. I personally love foiling machines. I actually have a table foiler right over here. I use this pretty regularly for tiny pieces like this. I can't really use it, and for something that I'm only making one of these mods, so I want it to be as high quality as possible, and for me, I can get a more reliable and a higher quality foil job if I hand foil. So for things like my honeycombs and really repetitive smaller things, this is what I love to use. But for this, because I'm only making one, I'm putting all of my time and attention into this, I don't care about hand foiling and like losing some of the efficiency.
Yeah, I'm replying to Erica. From what I've seen, doctors, believe it or not, I mean, I don't have a doctorate or anything, but they generally tend to not give very good advice in terms of nutrition. They'll generically tell you need to lose weight, and they'll be like, just eat fish and salad 3 times a day. Like, they'll just pull something out of their butt. But they're not really that knowledgeable when it comes to actually how to lose weight, in my experience.
I straight up asked if I could, improve my hormonal things by, stop taking birth control, because I was a crazy person when I was taking this. Sorry if it's TMI, but y'all are here. We're talking about it. So I was like, I'm a crazy person when I take this. Can I help my hormonal situations if I eat better and lose weight and improve my diet? And the doctor literally told me no.
Nope.
No. And I was like, so you want me to take metformin? She told me that, and I was like, all right, I'm not listening to you. And I just stopped taking it, and I fixed myself.
They just want to put you on drugs.
As an MD, I can definitely say that they don't spend as much time on holistic remedies. Western medicine focuses on simple, focused, fixed for a focused problem, usually through prescription.
Pretty much always through prescription. But yeah, you're right.
I'd put more stock into the ND or DO. What did the...
Stay on insulin, not tell them to cut carbs.
No, they won't.
There you go. Annie Roca, nice. Sorry,
I know, you're like, we're jumping around.
We're out of sync here.
Also, Mitch, you are very welcome. Sorry that was kind of a late reply sprinkled in with like dietary nutrition stuff. Risk, what does the ND and DO mean? I'm assuming that's like natural.
Probably like dietary something. Dietitian. That's that R.
Yeah, and like this isn't me knocking doctors because there's a lot of things that like doctors are insanely good with. I personally have had a lot of issues with doctors in the past, and I have had lots of situations where they're like, I don't know, here's some antibiotics, and I was just like, okay.
I think a lot of them honestly are garbage.
The endocrinologist told us we'll have to be on insulin way beyond his lifetime. He was...
Doctors and nurses will be the first ones to tell you that most doctors are garbage. Especially nurses. They can't wait to tell you how much more knowledgeable they are than doctors. But it's true, though. You get more information from an RN than the doctor that comes in for, what, 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Well, let me review all the notes that the nurse took.
HMO docs have to pump patients in and out quickly. Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yep. It's not a good thing. That's why, I mean, like, I don't understand why Western doctors don't prescribe personal trainers or nutritionists. It would be way more effective, but, I mean, we all know. They a lot of them, they just want to sell you drugs. Unfortunately. Look how I told us, it's way beyond its lifetime.
But yeah, so I quit seeing the MD years ago, but PA provides a much better experience. My husband's ND is naturopathic and DO. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Exactly. Didn't want to become a doctor because she wanted to be more involved.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Doctors are like, they're barely even there.
The other thing that, like, in line with this is something that, like, I've read about before and I've watched YouTube videos about where, like doctors, like the doctor, like OBGYN versus, like birthing center for having a baby. I've like heard these stories of people that they like have all these questions and they go to their OBGYN and they're just like, don't even have time. They spend like 5 minutes with them and then they have to leave, which like just kind of sucks. Hi, yeah. Mike. Yeah, you did come in. We've been talking about like fitness and nutrition and doctors for a little bit now.
Yep. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go head out into the gym, but okay. I'm just to let everybody know, if you care, I'm going to be doing live streams in the near future. I used to do live streams twice a week. But basically what I do is I hang out in the gym, I do a workout, and it's like an open Q&A. If you have any question about diet, nutrition, exercise, whatever it is, it's kind of like a hangout stream like you guys do with Rachel, except, you know, it's more of like Q&A, free advice kind of thing. So that'll be up sometime in the near future. Actually, very near future, once we get the extra webcam, thanks to Risk.
Risk is making it all possible.
Then you'll be seeing me again. I'm not sure if I'll be on YouTube, so I'll put something out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna link your YouTube just in case.
Yeah, you can link it because I'll make an announcement on YouTube, but I'm probably gonna stream on Odyssey as of right now. 1.99.
Yes. Okay, so this is Brian's channel if you want to go follow him.
But like I said, I don't know where I'm gonna stream. It's probably not gonna be on YouTube, so
But you have tons and tons of videos about working out and
Working out.
dietary stuff and exercising. So
And talking crap about Planet Fitness.
yeah,
Like I said.
that's how this whole conversation started, with Planet Fitness.
Yeah, Planet Fitness. But yeah, if you want to check that out, I've been a little bit slower. I upload about once a month or so, but that's going to pick up a lot more in the coming months. So, all right, everybody.
I know I keep saying that too. So
well, I
slow.
mean, we legitimately have a lot of personal shit going on right now, like a blizzard of personal stuff that's happening. It's not bad stuff, but we're in the middle of big things. So once we get settled in and the dust settles, then her and I will be, I mean, she's a lot more regular than I am, but I will definitely be a lot more regular. So thank you, Annie. Thanks to everybody for hanging out and having a good convo. I'm gonna go work out now.
Good talk. Good talk. Enjoy your workout.
Bye, everybody.
Go work out before your face starts to bubble off.
I just felt like the first little burst was like, zzz. It's like, all right, gotta go.
But yeah, I'm super open to talking about my experience with like keto and losing weight and anything and everything like that. Yeah, I am super happy to share. So I could definitely go on, but I also don't want to drone on about like dietary stuff. I thought you were talking about big changes when someone said bean camera earlier. No, I mean that is a pretty big change. Another camera. We're not gonna do a bean camera though. If anything, we'd do an Evan camera, but definitely not a bean camera. Evan is like real chill and he'll just sit over here in my chair, but Bean, like, she's panicky if she's out of her normal situation. So we got her like a year and a half ago, and it's been kind of like a learning experience of like learning. Oh, that's a great question, Mike. So I'm going to be applying hobby came. I could have not done this as far down as I did. That was a little much, but I'm going to be doing hobby came around the outsides. So no need to foil if you're applying came. Let me find some more music. Where are we at with this? Give me just 1 second. I need to find some like chill, copyright free lo-fi beats to study to. Actually, here, what we'll do is this. We'll do our dark synthwave because I know that this is safe. A lot of people I know call their unborn baby Bean. Yeah, that's I don't know if you caught this earlier. That's what my mom called me. She called me Bean because you look like a little bean. Okay, I think I'm caught up with all the messages. That was like a flurry of messages earlier. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything. All right. Does your hobby came take patina well? Yes, it does. It absolutely does. So Sam, if you're having problems with it taking patina, try, I don't know if you've tried a magic eraser or if we've talked about this before, but try buffing it really in like just really well. Just buff the crap out of it all over. See if it takes patina, like do a little test piece. Sometimes if it's really old, like if it's been sitting in a warehouse, then it can get a bunch of oxidation on it and then it won't take patina. So try magic eraser. The magic eraser is so fine too that it won't leave scratches in, like I think some steel wool might. So see if that helps. Yay! Okay, great. The skull is legit. Thank you so much. Can you still foil if you're using hobby came, or is it generally recommended not to? So you could theoretically put it all the way around, but here, let me give you an idea. We'll do this. I'll show you on this black piece because I think it would be the easiest to see. So hobby came, when I say hobby came, I mean this super thin came versus, so let's see if I can show you. The hobby came is here. Normal lead came is here. You see how much thicker this one is than this? This is barely covering the edges. So you could put it all the way around, but you're gonna have to cut it off with an X-Acto knife. So you can see that like it perfectly covers everything and there's no extra foil, but let's find a piece that I know is too much. Let's try this one. Let's see. It was like it had grease layer on it or something. Yeah, that's really weird. It might just be because of where, like how they were storing it. When do you think you'll be doing the cane? I'd like to see how you manage those sharp inner corners. Will you cut and solder them or She-Hulk the bits? So I think I'm gonna be, I think I'm going to solder this tomorrow. I need to get another commission done, and then when I'm soldering this, that's when I'll do the cane. So this, let's see, let's put this on here. I don't know how well you can see it. Not super well. But you can see a tiny itty bitty little peak of the foil. I don't think you can see it. Because of how thin the lip of this cane is, you can see a little bit of that foil. So you want to try to not get it too far. At least that's what, I haven't worked with hobby cane that much, which is this super thin one. But it seems like if you can just go a little bit over and then cut off the excess, that's like, you can, I don't know. It's hard to describe. I'm sorry. I'm not doing a very good job. Terrible job. Hey, Renee, thank you so much. Okay, maybe I'm not working it well enough, but I'll try again. The magic eraser has been a savior for the solder lines. Very nice. Yeah, try that again. It might just be like old. I bought some pre-tinned copper wire that I cannot buff. It will not accept solder. So it's like kind of the same thing. Also, Sergeant Marty, I am going to be cutting this. So this is going to be one solid piece around here. So it's going to be a piece here, and then it's going to be another piece for this, and then it'll be, so there'll be 5 separate pieces, if that makes sense. Oh no. Stop. It's gonna be a little finicky. I'm kind of intimidated about it, but I think it should be fine. I'm a little intimidated. But a problem that I encountered with the first time I used the hobby cane was that I didn't apply enough foil, and then I had these gaps that were unfillable. So I think a little bit too much foil is preferred versus not enough. Yes. Whew, I hope I answered your question. I got a little tongue-tied there and I forgot what my whole point was. So I tried. Okay, great. I am glad. Sometimes, I've said it before on my streams, I do best when I type things out, and then like for my videos, I narrate my videos based on like notes that I type out, just because sometimes I have a hard time explaining things. So I worry about it with live streams, but I trust y'all. I trust what y'all saying. So I'm probably gonna have to subtract about 30 minutes from my final time because I've been timing this foiling session. Probably gonna have to subtract about 30 minutes of the timing. Actually, I might just leave it because I did not time when I painted the skull yesterday, and this took me about 35 minutes to paint this. So I think it's fine. I'm gonna have to apply a little bit more foil here because there's a little tail. I wish that you could see what I'm talking about. There's like just the tiniest little bit. Ooh, I haven't had any water. You're so right, Alicia. Thank you. I always learn so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm glad that you learned stuff. I'm really happy to be able to share the craft with everyone while I just like dehydrate. So yeah, thank you so much, Leslie, for hanging out. Whew, I was parched. Onwards. This is taking so long. Oh my gosh. Brian just comes in here and he is just... Ooh. Wow. Thank you so much for the host. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Let's see. Anki? Thanks for the host. How was your stream? Welcome. Hello. How's it going? Hey, I recognize Burner Girl. Thank you so much. Wow. 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 How are y'all doing? I'm, as you can see, working on applying copper foil tape to this moth. Thank you so much. Does the temperature / humidity in your studio affect your work? No, it doesn't. Wow. It's pretty warm in here, but like I'm still in my house, so it's fine.
Ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Thank you so much for the ice cream and lemons.
Ice cream.
Could you please tell me about your
ice
art?
Cream.
I would love to I would love to tell you, I don't know where to start. There's a lot for this. So I'm a full-time stained glass artist for those who have not seen me. Thank you for the follow. I'm a full-time stained glass artist. This is being made for my next shop update. So this is going to be for general sales. Right now we are at the point in the commission, or not in the commission, in the piece that we're applying copper foil tape to the outside of all of the pieces. This copper foil is what the solder is going to stick to. So whenever I go in with my soldering iron and my lead and tin solder, it's going to stick to all of this foil. So thank you so much for the donations. I really appreciate it. I hope that was a good little description. If you have like a more specific question, I'm definitely happy to answer any stained glass questions. Any and every stained glass question. P.S. I was being featured on the D-Live homepage, and since I hosted you, yeah! I think that I got a note earlier that said I was being featured, but I'm usually like number like 3. So, cool. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm glad that I decided to put the moth right in the middle, even though it's kind of in the way, but that way you can see what I'm working on. How long have you been into the stained glass technique? So I started doing stained glass technically started in May of 2019. I've been a full-time glass artist since, I think I'll put it to here, since June of 2020. So just over a year now I've been doing this full-time. Yee! Still being featured. Hello, D-Live. I was here before watching you making all sorts of stuff. It's really neat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so for my last shop update, I did a Luna moth, and I actually did that one on stream as well. So I don't remember when exactly that was. What materials do you need to make glass art? So I buy sheets of glass pre-made. Wow. So I buy usually a square foot of glass at a time. Like I have one up here. Wow. That's blocking out my sun. So I buy big sheets like this, and then I cut them down to size. Also, thank you so much for the lemons, y'all. I appreciate it. So I cut glass down to size. Wow. I draw all of my own patterns. So this was a design that I made. I use references, of course, but like I don't just like, only my pet portraits are where I trace things. But I do all of my own patterns, and yeah. It's a little bit of both, Clover. So I have commissions, although my commission waitlist is currently closed because I'm super behind and I need to catch up on them. And so I do like custom commissions, and then about every 2 months I do a general shop update. So let me show y'all because I'm super excited. My shop update is going to be on July 31st, and it's going to be otherworldly themed. So I kind of am doing like a UFO alien theme. Wow. So this is the first like piece that I made, was this UFO. It's backwards, which really bothers me. It's supposed to be the other way around. But it has this like super, super pretty like ocean glass. So this was the first thing that I made. Oh, upside down. Thank you so much. Yeah, those were actually, I did a Dungeons and Dragons theme for my first shop update in August of 2020. Here, I think there's my Etsy. I did a Dungeons and Dragons theme, and it flopped so badly, and so I still have the potions from that. I made some daggers, and those didn't sell, and I was just like crying because I didn't know what I was doing. So anyway, so yeah, that's that. I also have, these are some other things that I've made so far for the update. So I have these little like space windows. Wow. Thank you for the lemons. So I use glass paint, and I've painted on all of these details. And this one, you can kind of see it's like iridescent glass, so it's really like pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much. The Story of Dory. Thank you. I appreciate that. What else are we doing? Wow. Where are my mushrooms? I want to show y'all the goods. I got the goods. So I make a lot of like little honeycomb things too. So I'm gonna make these little space honeycombs where there's like stars painted on. Wow. And then I have like little mushrooms. But anyway, so that's kind of like the gist of what I do and just the little things that I make. This is gonna be the biggest thing for the update coming up. But yeah, so that's like a little tour. I think I'm loving this moth more and more as the day goes on. I am super excited about this moth, y'all. Super excited. Had an idea of decorating the big picture windows in my house with stained glass and had no clue how, but seeing your art is really helpful. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I mostly make small stuff, but there's tons of artists that I know that make giant panels, and if you are looking for something like huge, I can definitely send you their way. I don't like making giant stuff. Oh, I love the little mushroom. It's so cute. Was it a commission or a shop update? This is for a shop update. So this will be available on July 31st. Yes, I love mushrooms. I have all mushrooms, everything, all the time. They're everywhere in my art studio, and I make tons of them for different shop updates. So don't put all your lemons in one lemonade. Yeah, so there's tons. The biggest thing I've ever made was 21 inches tall, which is like, it was like this tall, like just under 2 feet. Yay! Yeah, I have like tons and tons of mushroom stuff, so love it. Love it. Let's see. What time do your updates go live? I think this may have to be artwork purchase instead of a pattern purchase. So this shop update is going to go live at 12 p.m. Eastern time on July 31st, so noon Eastern time. I change them every time, so until Florida rainy season is over, it's gonna be 12, but I was doing it, I actually might end up changing it to Fridays. I was doing it 9 a.m. Eastern time on Saturdays because I would prep my shop update and then I would go biking because my significant other and I go biking a lot, except not when it's like rainy and hot, so. I'll check out your shop because I'm looking for unique arts like yours to decorate the walls with. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Please don't feel like pressure to buy anything. I just like having people here to hang out while I'm working. Hopefully the top of my head isn't getting in the way too much. Yay! Thanks, Alicia. Yeah, the Luna Moth, someone had their eyes set on that and it was sold in 2 minutes last time and I was just like floored. So yeah, I hope that I answered everyone's questions. I love mushrooms in my food. Does that count? Yes, that also counts, by the way. I hope I replied to everyone's comments and questions and stuff. There was like a lot that just happened, but we're here. We're here.
Ice cream.
Thank you for the ice cream. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, we've just been working on this for quite a few hours now. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas commission that I foiled earlier today on the stream. I use Restream chat, so unfortunately I cannot reply to the little mushroom stickers that you have because I have a bunch of them saved, but just pretend like I'm also putting mushroom stickers in the chat. Just use your imagination and pretend like I'm just spamming my own chat with mushroom stickers. Did I tell you my kindergarten mushroom story? No, I don't believe so. I don't recall a kindergarten mushroom story. Wait, so, okay, question. The person who hosted me, what do you stream if you're still here? Did you say that your stream went well? I don't recall. It was just so much happening. So much happened at one moment. I'm in Florida too. Woo! I'm in the Tampa Bay area for all y'all who are curious about my personal life. But my significant other is a veteran, so don't try anything. Don't even try nothing. We're going to be moving soon, so that's why I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just telling people because we're not even gonna be here that much longer. Nice. Family on the Gulf Coast as well. Very nice. Florida here too. Why is everyone from Florida up in New York City? Nice. Very nice. You're in Tampa Bay too? What? What? In kindergarten, we got to play with our show and tell item after we shared, so I brought a can of mushrooms so I could eat them. What a weirdo! I love it. That's hilarious. Show and tell is like just the cutest thing ever when you really think about it. Like, this is a can of mushrooms. I like mushrooms. My wife and I live an hour or so north of Tampa. Alright! Interesting. Thank you so much for the follow, Gish. Welcome. We have our eyes set somewhere close to there. Mel, by the way. It's kind of funny little coincidence. This is so dope. Thank you. Right now we're applying copper foil tape to the outsides of all of the pieces so that we can solder it up. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna be done foiling this tonight because I'm gonna have to go to eat some food in like the next hour. So it might be Sunday when we solder this. I've been to Florida, visiting people in Tampa area. Perhaps you know them. So lovely meeting you. I'll definitely be coming back. That sounds good. Thank you so much for stopping by and chit-chatting. It was a pleasure to have you in the chat, and hopefully we can chat again soon. Yes, veterans sure do. They sure do. I was just about to get my own work, but decided to browse makers quickly. Thank you so much. What kind of stuff do you do, Gish? Are you like about to craft something, or were you just gonna like work in general? Because if you have any crafts, or if you stream, please feel free to drop links. I would love to see your work, or, ooh, love it. Yeah, feel free to drop any links if you have any, or if you want to join the Discord, you can post like I have a promote yourself section, and you can post your work and brag about stuff. So feel free to join if you have Discord and you would like to. No pressure though. I love it. I like dabble on and off with crocheting. What kind of stuff do you like to make, Gish? Thomas, aka Story of Dory, witnessed me karate kick a fence. Wait, what? You guys know each other? Is that what was talked about? Oh, that was, okay, I get it. You guys know each other. I get it now. It just like over my head. I mostly crochet blankets right now, working on the most complicated thing I've done, a tapestry. Ooh, what does that mean? That's cool. I've done like beanies and like washcloths, so that's like basically it. Okay, gotcha. Isn't chicken wire pretty flimsy though? We met IRL after knowing each other around 5 years. Let's see. I got the mini Monstera from your store. Ooh! Awesome! Thank you! Should have gotten a little notification. Let's see. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Ooh, thank you so much for the order. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Let's check out this blanket. Let me finish putting the foil on here. Ooh, that looks insane. It's so pretty. Okay, that looks like gothic. Oh my gosh. So I don't know, Gish, I don't know if you can tell, but I love gothic architecture, so I am so about this blanket. This is so cool. I would get into arts and crafts, but the best thing I think is a mess. Trust me, I make plenty of messes in here. Like, it's gonna be upside down, but like, oh, my floor is so gross right now. There we go.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much, Clover. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yes, let me see your Instagram. Ooh, that's so cool. A moth! Yay! This is awesome. Heck yeah. Here, I'll give you a little follow here. Boop. Very nice. Yeah, I saw the moth like immediately on there. That's so cool. Embroidery was one of those things that I wanted to like get into, and then I tried it and I was like, this is so much, like it's so tiny. Crochet was before painting and card making. I think we've already talked about ADD today. Yes. Yeah, I have all the stuff for embroidery. I have stuff for wood burning, for any sort of painting, watercolor, acrylic. I don't have any oils though. Like we said, oils are a little expensive, but I have a bead weaving kit because I wanted to get into bead weaving, like all of it. And then I haven't done, this is where I've put all of my eggs. All of my eggs are in this stained glass basket. So was going to do that a while ago, then got a lovely kidney stone. Ow. Ouch. I've never had one of those, and I don't ever want one. Might have to redo this piece. There's a tiny little scuff mark on the back that I don't like. It's not really visible, but we'll see. I might redo this one. Thank you so much, Gish. I really appreciate that. My hubby calls them all scuba gear because that was just getting added to the scuba gear. Let's see. Current progress of the moth pattern. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Wow. I love that so much. All the little stars that you did. Ooh. I don't know, Gish, if you were here earlier for my little display of what I'm doing for this upcoming shop update. So I'm sorry to give the spiel again, but my upcoming shop update is otherworldly themed. And so here, I'm just gonna show these one more time and then I'm done. So this is one of the pieces I made. Oh, it's backwards, but it has this like crazy ocean glass where it's just like super wild. And then I have these little space windows is what I'm calling them. And I paint on the stars. Yeah, so Alicia, I think YouTube prevents links from being posted. So Gish, if you want to, if you didn't join my Discord, or if you like, feel free to post links in Discord if people want to look at your work and stuff, or if you want people to see your work. I'm sorry that I don't have a better way to do that. YouTube is weird though. This is like the other little one that I did. And I love bears. I don't know if you could tell by the SunBearGlassCraft, but this has Ursa Major on it. I tried oils, it's too much for me, kind of like the resin issue. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. How much do your custom pet or animal art run? So usually for my portraits that have like a border and they're about 8.5 inches, they start at $285, and then depending on the type of glass used or if you want extra details, they'll go up from there. I've never done just a portrait though, like without a border and stuff. So I would love to do like just a dog's face or like a cat's face or whatever, and that would be a little bit less than that because there's like you know, less pieces. But yeah, $285 is the general start for a single pet portrait, and I base it off of whatever pictures you want done. So just to give you an idea. I love chihuahuas. I've never done a chihuahua. I was just showing my 2 chihuahuas that I have, Bean and Evan. Really should get started on your own stuff. Got sucked in. Yes, go work. Go work. Thank you so much for stopping by, Gish. It was really fun talking to you, and hopefully we can chat again soon. I do the same thing with streams. I'm like, ooh, here's someone, and then I end up talking and I'm just like, I need the work. Yeah, so I've just never done like just a face before, but it's definitely something that I would be more than happy to do. So just keep in mind that with like the portraits, there's a lot that goes into the planning for it. So it's not only the like time and material, it's not only the materials, but it's also there's a lot of time that goes into making the pattern, you know, doing all the planning and glass and getting the glass for it. So just to kind of explain why my prices are what they are. My average pet portrait takes somewhere around 12 hours on average, but they can be much more complicated and take anywhere, I mean, the longest one was, I think, 18 or 20 hours, and it was a double pet portrait. Oh, little deer head. We have an apple and a deer head, although they're just kind of like ugly little mixes, so... Thank you so much, Mel. I appreciate that. My commissions are closed right now, though. I will put that out there as well. I'm trying to catch up on my current wait list. Like, there's been people that have been waiting 8 months now because I'm just like so behind. So I will be opening those up once I get caught up. But I just want to put that out there too. Like, no pressure. You don't have to, like, you know, I'm just giving you information, but just in case you did want to proceed, just, you know, I like to let that be known that I am a slowpoke. So my wait list is a little long right now. Everyone, I bless them. They're so patient. 2 baby fawns in the yard. Ooh, let me see! Yay! We have a zoo though. 7 cats, 4 dogs, 2 ferrets, and a bird. Goodness gracious. That is quite... That's a little menagerie right there. We only have... we have 2 dogs and a cat. We hope to get a big dog in the future. Brian really wants a big dog that he can like wrestle with, and I foiled this completely the wrong way. Completely wrong. Kara, you're going to have to add me to your distribution list if you have fonts. Yeah, if you can post it in the Discord, that would be absolutely lovely, Kara. Although I don't know if you have the phone app or not, but... Three dogs and 320. Okay, so I need to start here. Hi. How was your workout?
It's good.
Ew. You're wet. Rhodesian Ridgeback, Bulldog Mix, Catahoula, Pit, and Chihuahua. Ooh, that is quite a variety there. Kara just got a Catahoula. Rhodesian Ridgebacks are crazy too. I used to supervise in an animal hospital, so we got all sorts of different dogs coming in, so. Hi.
Alright.
They like your beard.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Back inside, I guess.
Huh?
I guess I'm back inside. I'm done working out.
That's cool. You can come chat. You miss live streaming so much.
Yeah. No. I know. I'll be back. Alright.
Okay, bye. Just a tiny little potatoes all the way up to like basically little horses. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, Brian. There's like multiple people who are from Florida in my chat right now. It's just people from Florida just like find each other and then they're just like, my people. Let's see. Any recommendations for my guy to grow a beard like his? Brian has been growing his for so long. Thank you so much for subscribing, by the way, Alyssa. Welcome. Brian has been growing his for quite a while. It was a learning experience.
Are you asking?
How to grow a beard like yours. Annie wants to know for her husband to grow how he can grow a beard like yours.
Persistence.
Persistence, yes.
Keep growing. Keep growing. You need to have at least one solid period where you do not trim or touch it.
You gotta turn
for
into a caveman.
For at least a couple months. Then you can shave it, do whatever, but like keep doing that a few times. That's what worked for me eventually.
Yours was real wild for a while. You're like, I'm not trimming it at all, and you looked like you would wake up and look like the sun.
Yeah, well, I still do, but yeah, I mean I've done very minimal trimming, but just gotta let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Pray to the gods of beard alleles. To the good gods of good genetics, I guess. I don't know. I know some guys just can't. I don't know if it's genetic or hormonal or what, but
I grew up with Great Danes. Whew. There was a Great Dane that used to come into my old job that would just like tackle us, and it was terrifying.
it gets annoying, and then it's like there's an annoying period for like 2 or 3 weeks, and once you get over, like your face gets itchy and irritated and stuff. But if you get over that little few weeks, then I don't even notice. It's just my face now.
He will ask me when he sees your beard. I'll tell him not trimming for a while. We'll pray to the beard gods.
Yeah, just let it go. Let it go. Actually, my hair in the back is actually pretty long too.
Yeah, he's got a little bun.
I've been letting it go in the front and the back.
Ew, it's wet.
Pretty long now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that on camera.
Yeah, you could. Shasta is 70 pounds. She's actually Rhodesian Ridgeback's boxer mix, but she's 99% Rhodesian. You know, it's funny too. I don't think I've mentioned it. For those who are not familiar with my work, I have done more goat portraits than any other type of animal. And the reason why I say that is you said Shasta. I did one of the goat portraits I did was for a goat named Shasta. Shasta? I've heard it pronounced both ways, but...
I'm gonna go eat.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Poor Graham Stephen cannot grow a beard to save his life. She has boxer eyes only. Yeah, Rhodesian Ridgebacks are pretty, like I said, from what I remember, we had a few come in. They're really intense little dogs, but all the ones that came in were super sweet. Hopefully the sun isn't too annoying. It's like over here, but I don't think it's impeding the view very much. You're like, I didn't tell you to do that. Why did you trim your hair? I've been wanting him to grow his hair forever, and he finally started growing it, and he's like, this is awesome. I'm just elated. Just elated. And now he was like, I'm never putting it in a bun. And then he like started putting it in a bun on his own, and I'm like, yes! Men say what you want about like, oh, man buns, but I think you're just jealous that you can't grow your hair long. I'm all jokes. We're kidding. People are like, why? Guys will be like, why do you like guys with long hair? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just nice. It's just nice, all right? We're so close to finishing the moth, but I'm so tired of foiling this moth. Being partly bald. No. Being bald is beautiful too. Brian has said that if he started losing his hair, then he'll just shave it. This is the worst card deck. There was this there's this girl that used to work at at my old job, and she had this like really intense pit bull, and she was super dog aggressive, but the nicest dog ever. Someone broke into their apartment, and she like wouldn't stop trying to love on the person. I think they have like footage, but the person ended up just putting the dog in another room and closing the door. Like, that's how nice their dog was. Bald is beautiful, yes. But yeah, Brian said if he ever started losing his hair, he's just like gonna be bald. Like, he's not gonna try to hold on to it. You know, just accept, you gotta accept the fate. And you know, if that ever happens, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I think he'd make a nice bald person too. No bald hate here. Yeah, I think if you just like shave it off, like, it's good. It's fine. Plus, once you just shave it off and if you still have a beard, you look like a really tough biker dude. So, you know, it's just like another style. All right. I think I have just officially hit my limit. I'm tired. Tired of foiling. My back hurts. Florida's too dang hot to keep your hair down. I just shaved all mine off. Yeah, I was actually just talking about this yesterday, Erica, how I used to shave the sides of my head, and I've like considered it again just because it's so hot. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off because I'm tired. I'm done working. So I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing. I'll probably be soldering the Nightmare Before Christmas piece, so I'll show you guys that real quick before I go, for those who were not here in the beginning of the stream. So this little piece, I painted little Jack Skellington. Let me move the lamp. Zoom in. Ooh, there he is. His spooky little skeleton body. Yep. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go make some dinner. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Y'all know I'm pretty loosey-goosey with my timing, but I'll try to be like early afternoon. So take care, everyone. I will see you later, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your days.